So today I decided that I would change a couple of things. First of all, I wanted to add some foliage in the middle of the town to just kind of see how that would look. And I decided to change the colors of those two buildings next to this one, simply because all the buildings right now are white walls with blue windows, and I don't think that's a great idea, so I decided to change up some colors, which just makes the whole city look more realistic and also less boring. And then there's the fact that I added another building. I am actually kind of afraid that I'm doing too many things on Silver City now, and I am also afraid that I'll have to resign what I said about quitting this series, because, like I said, even though I did announce the ending of the series, with every episode that I make of this, it seems like there's going to be another 2 coming up, and it just never ends. The ride never ends, and that's why I decided to just keep going with this and see where I can get this city. Of course, this is all rounding up the city and actually finishing it, but I'm still gonna add a couple of more buildings, and it's kind of going to be a long series after all, I think. Although I might end it at episode 20 or something. I don't know what. Oh, I'm right now on episode 15, so I suppose that'll be a good idea. And yeah, basically the idea that I had for this episode was to just live stream this once again, look at the city, and look at the things which I decided I wanted to change, which is not a way of playing the game that I would normally recommend, but this is just that time when you've nearly finished something and you just need to round things up and change a couple of things, and I'd say that in such a case it's a good idea to start experimenting. I mean, there are many ways to play this game, obviously, and one of them would be the perfectionist way, where you build things and then as soon as you don't like it, you change it. And although that does work and you do get some nice projects at the end, it is somewhat time consuming, and it very much caused me. Also, I placed those Dutch flags because I was live streaming and I couldn't contain my Dutch pride. But the thing with that perfectionist approach is the fact that, and I've had this problem as well, is that you start building and you start removing things and you start perfectioning things, and it takes ages and eventually you might drop the project. So I'd say it might be a better idea to just move on with things even if you don't like them, and then when you're finishing everything you can come back to those things and change them to something that you do like, which is something that I did with these 2 buildings, because at first I didn't like them at all. And now I realized that the thing that they missed was colors. They were just white blocks and nobody likes those things. So I decided to give them some colors. Although, of course, they shouldn't be too bright. But I think this was a pretty good solution. I like them now. So I don't know if this is actually realistic, but over here people in the Netherlands just built pink skyscrapers and stuff like that. So I don't think that's too much of a problem. And at that point I decided I need to make this tower higher. Mainly for the reason that I talked about in the last episode. You kind of do want that signature skyscraper to stand out. And I know that I said that I would add 2 floors to this, but then I built this 1 floor and it actually seemed like this will do fine. Perfectly fine. Because like I said, you don't want the main tower to be too high and dwarf the other towers, because that would be kind of annoying. You don't really want the other towers to look small or short, simply because you have this one enormous massive block in the middle of it. And I don't know what other buildings I'm going to add. Maybe a couple more. Like, the thing that I want to do is I want to add a couple of buildings on the boulevard next to the waterfront, simply because I do want to take pictures from that angle, because, you know, if you have a city and you have a river running through the city, you're gonna have to have some nice boulevard on which you can take pictures. And of course the skyline is pretty nice from over there. And I want to add a couple of suburb-ish houses. I have no idea how to tackle those things yet, so I'll have to look at a couple of pictures and actually judge what I can do and what I need to do. And I might add some farmlands around this, because that wouldn't be too time consuming, but it would be a very nice way to fill up the general area. And that's basically how I'm going to tackle this. And I know that I haven't been making too many Let's Play videos as of lately. I've kind of had a city obsession, and it's hard to do anything about this. And I know I said that I make videos whenever I feel like making certain things, and I certainly don't want to make videos against my own will, and that's why I've been making too many city videos. And if I wasn't making videos, I was either playing SimCity 4 or doing homework, which kind of sucks for various reasons. The fact is, And I don't know if you can recognize this, but I think I'd almost rather have tons of schoolwork to do so that I don't have any free time than having just that tiny little bit to do and keep procrastinating it, because what I get then is I don't play Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 because I feel like, oh no, I have to do something. I have to work on my schoolwork. But then eventually I start procrastinating that as well, and then at the end of the day I haven't done anything, and then I just start up SimCity 4 because I'm like, might as well. Although that game is really fun, and I think actually some people told me to do a let's play of that. It's not gonna happen. I'm definitely not that good at the game. I only play it for fun, and I really only want to show videos of things of which I think that I at least have something to offer, which hasn't been offered before, or tutorials in a way, and I haven't got any of that stuff for SimCity 4. I mean, quite honestly, I kind of suck at the game. I like it a lot, and but I'm just terrible at it. I'm not better at SimCity 3000, perhaps even 2000, but SimCity 4 just gets too hard with all different jobs and all that. Although I am actually, and I've never said this before, but I am actually considering making a let's play of City Skylines when that comes out. And I don't know if anyone has heard about this. I suppose it's a good time for an update, but like the roller coaster community is all hyped for games such as Parkitect, Theme Park Studio to a lesser extent, I don't know, and Roller Coaster Tycoon World. The SimCity community, which is kind of similar to Roller Coaster Tycoon community in various ways. I mean, it's a very old game, one of the most successful games ever. It got a reboot in 2013, which wasn't all that successful, and everybody was mad about it. And then other companies came along and they said, hey, we can make rip-offs of this game, which are going to be so much better. And SimCity Skylines, Cities Skylines is just about that. It's probably a SimCity rip-off, it kind of is. But then again, it's a lot better, probably, hopefully. And that's what the entire community is hoping now. And judging from some trailers that I've seen, it does look really awesome, and the studios behind it are really nice as well, so I'm actually looking forward to that. So I suppose that's something to look forward to. And I was talking about Parkitect a minute ago, but I have noticed that not everybody knows about this game. I think Flabaliki made a really great video about it, multiple great videos about that, so check those out. But basically it's a game which is very much like Roller Coaster Tycoon, and it's very much like Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. It's not really about the custom scenery or making realistic parks, it's really just about the gameplay and the fun, but it's got really cute graphics, and the creators have done everything right, which Atari has done wrong, I'd say. They actually have some great interaction with the community. They actually do take requests from people, and they implement things which people have requested, and it's really awesome. And they actually do live streams of them building the game, so even if I don't like the game eventually, I'm gonna have to admit that I actually do like the way that they're sharing how they're making the game, and I wish this was the future of gaming, because honestly we've been attacked by corporations out for money with their mobile devices, games and all that, and really what the world needs is some indie developers who clearly have fun creating the game, and who clearly have fun interacting with the community, and everything just revolves around the game and just having fun with it, and that's what gaming should be all about. But that was my rant for today, and this is pretty much all of the footage that I have to show you today, so thank you for watching and see you next time.